King's opening. What a surprise. Alright, let's go with the e5. I think I might... Oh, man, the King's Gambit is happening. Whoa. Falkbeer counter Gambit. Let's give it a go. I don't know a whole lot about it at all. I know this much. Whoa! I've been playing the game a long time. We're 3 moves in. And I have never seen this position before. Okay, d4. Wow. We're having fun. Why not just play f5 and say, hey, copycat land? What do you do here? What I was about to say is that if f takes e, that's bad because of queen here. But okay, what do you do in response to d4? Wow. c5? My opponent's typing double Falkbeers. You better not be listening, by the way. Mute that stream. You can listen afterwards. These are being recorded under the videos tab after the stream. So what do I do now that I've been blabbing here? This one just blew my hair back here. What do? You grab the pawn, grab this pawn, grab neither pawn? How about this guy? He seems pretty good. I think I'm going to go for that. Pawn takes, queen takes, pawn takes, queen takes with check, or takes my queen. I'm going to try this one. I don't know. And then this one and go uncastled. Wow. Show me. This is one of those show me moves. You gonna take my queen? No, they weren't gonna take my queen. Okay. Look at this. After all that tension in the center, what do? We say, hey, let's play this game without queens on the board. And white says, yeah, that is a good idea. Okay, so the key here is get your butt developed. Otherwise, you will take a beating and a half. So now, what's the scoop? The scoop is get castled. The king does not be, well, he's not comfortable being on an open e-file, is he? No, he isn't. This bishop is probably excited about pinpointing this weak pawn. This pawn is probably going to want to play here so that this knight doesn't cause me a headache. Should I do that right now? Maybe. Maybe not. What about bishop right here right now? Now, white's going to say, you know what? Counterattack. Not so fast. Okay, well, I'm going to do this. And, well, get my knight out here. I might want to throw in b5. I've invested a lot of time already. And this is actually very annoying right now. This knight is very annoying. Very annoying knight. Okay, and with the pressure on f7, I need to do something about that real soon. Can I do something about that? It's not happening, is it? I can't move this rook. I think knight here. Now, let me give a check first before this bishop plays here. Get out of there. Get out of there. And what about, I'm actually going to do this because I'm seeing the pressure on f7 as being too much. Now, I know it compromises my pawn structure, but I think that's a way to alleviate the pressure white has on the black position, to say, you know what, okay, I'm gonna take a hit a little bit right here with the pawn structure. I'm gonna compromise that pawn structure and then, you know, move forward with like rook to d8 type of stuff. Maybe even whoa, okay, black says no, I'm not gonna help out your rook. I'm gonna do that, and now they have some play on this file, which is okay. What do? Oh, you hit a knight really quick and make that knight make a decision, make up his mind, and my opponent is flying, so I need to fly back. I need to go flying too, if they're gonna fly. And this is a very sensitive point right here, and I don't want to have that exchange happen. Now, this c5 square is very important to me. If knight takes bishop, I'm going to take with the pawn. And I need to shut up and play. That's what this is coming down to right now, because my opponent is having none of it. He's having none of it. He's just saying, I'm going to fly. I'm going to run like the wind blows, and you are going to lose on time if you don't shut up and move your pieces. So what do you do here? You go quick, you stay active, you throw a pig right on that second rank, and you observe a lot of pieces. And right now this rook, I think, got a little bit too crazy for his own good. Or did he? Maybe. I could get this pawn. Pac-Man mode engaged? Maybe. These knights are strung together. Just keep gobbling. Gobbling technique right here. Grab pawns. And throw another pig on the 7th. Put a question to this guy. Now put a question. Just take here. Take here. Throw a question to that bishop. Get out of there, bishop. And then take this pawn. Hit a bishop. And we'll just keep pushing forward with these guys. I think everything is nice and cozy here. Whoa, what am I missing? I'm not missing anything. What's happening here? Why is my opponent doing that? I don't have answers to these questions. I'm just going to play here. I just want to trade a pair of rooks, and then my king is going to be real happy with things. Let's go here, hit that rook. And the rooks are coming off. This is plenty of time. Plenty of time to do damage here, to get fast moves in. Okay, let's get back here, king. And that rook is not going anywhere. Oh, this pawn. You could call it a pan if you want. Okay, now let's just chop and then push. There's no stopping him. And 30 seconds is an eternity in such a position. Okay, good game. Let's back up. My opponent was going nuts right there. They were really flying. Let's see. Let's close out. Again, if you're watching the stream, please don't send challenges. I have never seen this. This is 3 moves in here. And what do you do? Wow, I've never seen d4. What's going on with d4? My opponent said that it was what? The double Falkbeers? Is that a real thing? That's probably being silly. But anyhow, my move indicates the Falkbeer counter Gambit, but I don't know if you call this double Falkbeer. It's really weird. It's a lot of tension in the center. I don't know how to really make sense of it. Anyhow, I was okay with going in for this. If my opponent really wanted to get me uncastled and try and take advantage of that, they're going to have some calculation done, right, to make sure that pawn is taken back. So the ladies come off. Development takes a very high priority if the e-files are opened, since our kings are on them. And I throw in a check here. I don't know if I'm standing better here. I think just play a little bit slower. I think there's good moves you could be making here. Where are the better moves? The knight move? Well, this is a serious threat getting into c5, so I do need to defend against that. You kick the bishop away. I don't know about taking my bishop. How about you let it sit a little bit? You take the rooks. Yeah, this idea, I don't know that that's good. The rook swinging over here. If you're looking for an attack against the king, I think that's a case of maybe being a bit too optimistic. There isn't any attack against my king. If there's some attack, it would have to involve these 3 pieces. And I have one which is a good defender, and he's reliable. Like if you ever get rid of him somehow, I have this guy in place to defend him, or even knight f8 stuff. So maybe this is just the wrong idea. Like instead of pointing out, hey, don't do this move instead of this move, well, I think it's more of a case of don't run with this particular idea. If your idea is to try and attack my king, I don't think that there's really an attack there. So I think going in a different direction then is going to be best. Maybe right now you just need to take my rook and just say, hey, there's not going to be anything over against this king. I get way too active. I could throw a pig on the second. He's hitting everything. Pawns fall, and then the pawns become passed, and that's the ball game. Was there something before this? I thought the knight move was good. Maybe you could also just consider taking my bishop. Take this guy, and then maybe try and pinpoint him. That's another way you could be going, right? So, okay. Let me close out. Just throwing some quick points out there for those who are here listening.